What is going on, everybody? Today we are talking about Genie Plus, the dreaded and infamous paid fast pass service called Genie Plus. Today we're going to talk about that and how it might actually be a silver lining in regards to the quarterly earnings report last week and keeping jobs and not laying off and not having super deep cuts for the theme park division. We're going to talk about that up next on OG 55. Oh, we on? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Welcome aboard, everybody, to another episode of OG 55. In this video, we're talking about Genie Plus, and I know super fans, I know Disney adults, I know you hate, I despise and loathe Genie Plus. But today, you might look at it a little differently. Just a little bit. Hear me out. Okay, so here is a tweet from Mr. Sean Nyberg. I like Sean. He comes up with some really great insight on a lot of stuff. A lot of people call him a shill, but you know what, Sean, if you're watching, ignore the shill comments. I get the same stuff. People call me a shill. If you're not bashing Chapek 24/7 and moving goalposts around to blame him for everything, the fans are going to call you a Chapek shill. So keep doing what you're doing, Sean. I do appreciate your work, sir. But Sean says here, 1 year into Genie Plus, aka paid fast pass, at Disney parks, and it's clear that CEO Bob Chapek, Parks Chairman Josh D'Amaro's foresight saved the Walt Disney Company with this tough decision, avoiding a potential catastrophe. I will tweet a thread explaining this later. Now, he did not tweet the thread as of yet, as of this recording, but I think, and I'm not here to speak for Sean, but I think what I'm gathering from his tweet is basically that this paid fast pass service, Genie Plus, bolstered the theme park division of the company. And there's definitely some evidence to support that. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and share you my screen. And this is from the quarterly earnings. Okay. From, I think it was like last week, a few days ago. Guest spending growth was due to an increase in average per capita ticket revenue driven by the introduction of Genie Plus and Lightning Lane in the first quarter of the current fiscal year. Now, here's the thing: a lot of fans, a lot of super fans, they like to shit all over Genie Plus as the worst thing ever. And that's fine. You don't like the program, you don't like the system. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with not liking it. But here's the thing: the parks division in this last quarter really was the belle of the ball. I mean, this was the division that was really making the money. And a big part of that money-making machine came from Genie Plus, right? Chapek just announced the other day that the Walt Disney Company is going to be doing some pretty big cutbacks. They're going to be budget cutting, and they're going to be laying people off. And it looks like it's going to be pretty significant. I mean, he's kind of put together an entire task force with Christine Waistlines McCarthy and Disney's basically the company lawyer to kind of navigate these layoffs and what have you. So this is going to be pretty significant. But one of the divisions that will probably see the least amount of layoffs and the least amount of cuts will be the parks division, because the parks division is actually performing really well. And it's performing really well in part by and because of Genie Plus, this paid fast pass service. So as much as fans like to bitch and moan and gripe about Genie Plus, well, the vast majority of people are buying into this system, and it's really buoying the parks division, right? So the irony of it all is that the thing that the super fans hate the most, Genie Plus, is the thing that will most likely prevent cast members from losing their job, or at least as many cast members from losing their job as it might have been maybe without Genie Plus. You know, look, it says here that Genie Plus really contributed to the per guest spending. What if that element, what if that Genie Plus element wasn't there? What if that lightning lane element wasn't there? The numbers probably wouldn't have looked as good as they do in this quarterly earnings. And now what happens when the numbers don't look quite as good? Well, you start to get layoffs, right? You start to get layoffs. So the thing that this horrible, horrible thing that fans despise so much, and you can still hate it. There's nothing wrong with not liking it. But the thing that you hate the most, fandom, well, not the most, maybe you hate the second most next to the reservation system. The thing you hate the second most, Genie Plus, is actually the thing that's probably going to save some cast member jobs. That's a positive thing. That is a positive thing. All right. It's a positive thing. And it's very, very interesting. So look, I'm not here to try to sell you on the idea of Genie Plus. I'm not here to try to make you like it. You don't like it, don't get it. I've been saying this for a long time. Vote with your wallet. Vote with your wallet. But if there is a silver lining in all of this Genie Plus lightning lane thing, the silver lining is that it might actually prevent some cast members from losing their job. It actually looks like this program, this system has kind of elevated and buoyed the parks division in its own way. And I think that's good for the cast members. I think that's good for the cast members and just the overall theme park division, right? So yeah, I don't know. Look, this is the thing. What I like to do on this channel, I like to bring different perspectives to the equation. A lot of park fans, and I'm telling you, I gotta be real. Can I be candid for a moment, guys and gals? Can I be candid just for a moment? I'm getting real tired, man. I'm getting real tired because I think that a lot of the fandom, it's too much. Everything is kind of like, all the takes like on Diz, Twitter, and what have you is so emotionally driven, right? And there's very few people that are out there really looking at the situation from kind of like a logistical, realistic standpoint. Everything is like emoting. And that's why I like Sean Nyberg, because he, like, when you see his tweets, he comes at it from a really kind of logical perspective. It's not like this emotional response where it's like, oh my God, they raised prices and that affects me. You know, it's kind of like seen through that business lens. And this is why Chapek and company is doing what they're doing. And I like that about Sean. And we don't have that many voices in the community anymore. Unfortunately, everything is about me and how I feel and that emotionally driven response, right? And I just get tired of it, you guys. I really do. I get tired of it. I get tired of it. It's okay to be emotional about this thing we love. I'm emotional about it. But when everything is emotionally driven and you can't even have like an honest discussion with fans anymore because everything is just so hot all the time, whether it's a $5 increase or a $50 increase or a change in this or a change in that, everything is like supercharged to the max emotionally. And it wears on you. It really, really does. But that's why I just want to say I want to give Sean Nyberg a shout out, because he does come at it with more of a logical kind of, I don't know, to be honest, more of like a kind of an adult reaction to it. You know, it's not so emotional. It's not so emotionally driven. But look, this is interesting. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about this thing? You can hate Genie Plus. You don't have to like it. But it is interesting that the thing that the fans hate the most is quite possibly the thing that is actually saving this division from these massive, massive cuts, from these massive, massive layouts. I would love to hear from you guys in terms of what you guys think about this. Does it change your viewpoint on the program or not? You know, what do you guys think about it? I would love to hear from you. Comment down below. Thank you all so much for watching OG 55. We are back. We are back making content this week. It's been amazing being back. I really do love making content for you guys. And we're going to be doing a lot of it this week. We have a big video coming up about my experience with the Disney cruise, my first time on the Disney cruise. That's going to be a huge video. I'm really looking forward to that. But comment down below with your opinions on Genie Plus, the quarterly earnings, Chapek, Bald Man Bat, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, have a beautiful, beautiful day.